Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin cinnamon rolls that are just absolutely to die for, and they are topped with a wonderful cream cheese frosting. So first up, in a small saucepan, you're going to add some milk, followed by some pumpkin puree, a little bit of dry active yeast, some butter and sugar. Then you're going to very gently warm this mixture up to about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're going to pour it into a stand mixer bowl, or just a large bowl if you're doing it by hand, and let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's just going to allow the yeast to cultivate, and it should have a light froth on the top when it's finished. Once that's done, you're going to add in your egg or eggs, depending on how big of a batch you want to make, followed by the first half of the all-purpose flour for the recipe, and mix this for about 5 minutes or so on medium speed. Once that's done, you're going to add the second half of the remaining all-purpose flour, and then you're going to knead this mixture for about 10 minutes on that same medium speed. Alright, so right before the dough is done, you're going to heavily oil or butter a large mixing bowl. And then once the dough is done, you're going to put that straight into that mixing bowl, flip it upside down, and then cover it with plastic and allow it to rise until it reaches about double its volume. That'll take about an hour or so, but setting it in a warm spot in your kitchen will help speed up that process. Alright, so once the dough has risen about double its size, you're going to pull it out of your clear glass bowl, put it onto a floured working surface, and roll it out to about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch thickness, but really it's up to you. You can go as thick as you want or as thin as you want. Depends on you know, how thick or cakey you want your cinnamon rolls. But once that's done, you're going to spice up a little sugar mixture. It's basically a very simple pumpkin spice blend of clove, mace, allspice, some nutmeg, and some ground ginger, and a little bit of cinnamon. Just give that a quick stir, and then you're going to coat the top of the dough with some melted butter, and then generously sprinkle the pumpkin spiced sugar mixture right over the top. Once you're done coating the dough with the spiced sugar mixture, you're going to roll it up, and then you're just going to pinch the end just so that seam doesn't come undone as it bakes. And then you're just going to cut the ends off. Obviously you can use these, but I like to use really the best sort of prized portions out of this cinnamon roll. So you're just going to cut it all the way through. I cut about every 2.5 inches or so just to have a nice, really thick, sturdy cinnamon roll. And then I'm going to throw these into a 375 degree oven for about 25 minutes. While you're waiting for the pumpkin cinnamon rolls to bake in the oven, you're going to make a very simple cream cheese frosting. So in a medium-sized mixing bowl, you're going to add some soft butter, followed by some cream cheese, vanilla extract, or vanilla paste, or even fresh vanilla beans. Then some powdered sugar, and then give this a good mix until it's nice and smooth. Alright, so the pumpkin cinnamon rolls have been in the oven for about 20 minutes, and they look amazing, they smell amazing. I'm going to pull them out of the oven and let them cool down for a solid 30 minutes before I glaze them. But once they are cooled down, or just relatively warm, I'm going to generously top or lather the top with this delicious cream cheese frosting. And that's it, guys. All there is to do is enjoy a delicious pumpkin spice cinnamon roll. Oh, wow. This looks good. Nice and glazed, cinnamon roll, pumpkin. This is good. I love making cinnamon rolls. I have another recipe on my channel, just sort of the basic cinnamon and vanilla cinnamon rolls. So check that out if you guys are interested in more of a traditional take on this. But this is just killer. My apartment smells like this pumpkin spice medley of aromas. It's just very good. I'm really excited to taste this and tell you guys how I did. So let me dive into my pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls and go through the breakdown of flavors and textures and all that good stuff, so you guys know how I did with this recipe. Oh my gosh, which one do I choose? Probably a corner piece. Oh my gosh, so amazing. It's like super tender. I love that. Right away, you smell those spices, really good. The cake or the dough texture, the crumb of the cinnamon roll is really nice and velvety, has a very tender texture to it. All right, let me take my first bite. Here it goes. So good. Oh my gosh. Wonderful pumpkin flavor. The frosting is, of course, incredible. Really tender. The crumb is just like almost kind of cakey. Really, really good. Perfect spice blend in the middle. That sugar spice blend that I put in just works perfectly. Gives off all those wonderful flavors that we're looking for. All the spice, autumn flavors, the pumpkin spice shines through just perfectly in this. Has a really neat little orange tinge to it from the pumpkin puree, of course, which makes this the pumpkin that it needs to be. And it has just enough pumpkin flavor that it's not overwhelming, but you know it's there. And it just has this wonderful, great earthy pumpkin flavor. Really good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this recipe. I had such a blast making this. I recommend you guys trying it out, sharing it with your friends and family during the holidays. It makes for a great breakfast or even just any time of the day. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below for future video requests, things you want to see on my channel. Also, make sure you check out my website. I've sort of reconstructed it and made it look a little bit different. I changed sort of the platform. So if you guys have questions about pumpkin spice, where it came from, some history on it, go check that out. Also, I'll have all of my recipes that I'm putting up on my YouTube channel on my website. So make sure you check it out. It'll have a full breakdown of all the recipes. I've had a lot of requests from you guys wanting sort of a more text-driven format with my recipes, so it's a little bit easier to follow and you can sort of go at your own pace. So go to byrontalbott.com and I'll have all the information you guys want, tools, tips, tricks, recipes, blog posts, lots of food information, so make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys next time with another delicious recipe. Bye, everybody.